Oh my gosh, Halloween is coming! And you don't have a costume, but you got invited to a party. Or you're going back and forth and you're like, I want to do something for Halloween. I got nowhere to go. I'm going to go to Hollywood Boulevard and just walk around. And I'm going to be the Mexican Joker from South Park. Um, or maybe a grandma. We'll see what happens. How did it evolve to this? How did it evolve to me having a costume? You can make your own last minute costumes. You know, a really great place to get some really cheap costumes? Go to the 99-cent store. Go to the 99-cent store, get yourself some glue, some glitter, and whatever they have at 50% off. Because you know that stuff is like 75% off. They're like, Halloween is coming. If you can find whatever you can find, grab it, super glue it together, and be like, ta-da! I'm the bird lady from Maleficent, because you got yourself a mask, and you painted it black. And the 99-cent store really is the headquarters for Halloween when you think about it. Not just because what you can do, what they already have, but what you can add on and how you can change it. It's almost like the Lego of Halloween. I love the 99-cent store. They're changing their prices, but the 99 is still a reasonable place where you can go in with 10 bucks, make yourself a crazy outfit. Get yourself a t-shirt, paint it, be creative. I remember one time I was working for Starbucks and all I did was I took my apron, I swung it around, I put on a mask, and I was super coffee man, super Starbucks guy, because the apron became a cape. You know? And you just tied the thing in the back. So that was a creative costume. I also took some wiring, I stripped it, and then I painted my fingers red, and then I had the makeup of a vampire, and I was a vampire. I was an electrical vampire. What? Yeah, and people were like, that's creative, that's fun. You know, I had to put some grunge, like a punk electrical vampire. So look through your closet, glue. Glue and glitter are going to be your best friends. And glitter really is an amazing tool when you glue it down because you can be seen. You can be seen with the glitter. The light shines off the glitter, so people, if they're driving around or whatnot, it's a really interesting way to be able to utilize. You know, sometimes your parents are like, you gotta put on the big helmet with the lights and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, how about glitter? How about glitter and glue? So utilize glitter and glue, those kind of elements, glow in the dark things, you know, whatever you can find. 99, I'm telling you, that's the secret gift. So now we're going to move on to things that we give away during Halloween. As a culture, as a society, we understand candy, it's not the best thing in the world. And also, you know, we have a lot of things. So what do? You go to a thrift store. Oftentimes, thrift store will have even more discounted prices on things that you would find at the dollar store. Basically, what happens is they go from the 99 expensive stores to cheaper stores, and eventually the stores are like, I can't, so I'll here, just take it, tax write off. So the thrift stores really are the great place where you can get a bunch of Google eyes or pencils or pens, and you can get them for like less than a penny a piece. And you can give them away very freely. Stickers, kids love stickers. You can give those stickers away. So pop into your neighborhood thrift store. You're going to be helping out a lot of people when you're buying those goods and services. I know I particularly help at the vets in a particular store that I go to. Secret, I'm not going to tell you. So I go there, and I also check out the 99-cent store, various different thrift stores to find for people that walk by and be like, Happy Halloween, here's some googly eyes, and put like, you know, a pair of googly eyes. I personally would love a pair of googly eyes instead of a candy, because sometimes, you know, and as a child, I think that you need to make your voice heard, but like, you know what, I think the candy is really not the greatest thing. So if we're having Halloween, why don't we have stickers? Why don't we have, you know, some like stamps? Yeah, so that's so important. You gotta have friends. So when you're going out for Halloween, also you gotta have friends. Don't let you down. Gonna be a little mess around. You gotta have friends, right? So what you do is you reach out to people. You know, when you're going trick or treating, when you're going friends, whether you're young or you're old, you gotta have friends watching your back. If you're old and you're gonna be out, make sure you got enough money in your PayPal or in your Venmo or whatever. When you call that person to Uber you back to your home, make sure you cover all your bases. Make sure you've got 1, 2, 3 friends that are going to be looking out for you and going to be like, no one put nothing in the nothings. because I don't want to be an SVU victim. So you look at for all those things and be also that person. What goes around comes around. Always be sharing and always keep an eye out. Be like, oh, we're in a strange place. What's going on? What's the 411? Be a caring friend. So, up until the end of the year, we're going to have the prize. And I'm going to give you old stamps from like the 1950s that I found in a thrift store. And I've got a book. And the 10 people, I'm going to give out 10. And so make a comment down below for a prize. And you don't have to subscribe. I would love it if you did. But you don't have to. And if you put a comment, and then we can communicate, and then I can put you in the roster. Be like, yay! So at the end of the year, for the new year, we're going to reveal all the prizes. So what are your thoughts for Halloween? We've got costumes, glitter, bright. We've got advice for adults and children. Gotta have friends. Candy versus the Oriental Company. The Oriental Company. Amazing place. But we're talking about, you gotta order that. You gotta have that shipped before Halloween. Is there enough time? I don't know. But you can check it out your nearest thrift store. Just Google thrift store, nearest thrift store. My top of the place is the ones that don't have a name. I'm not a big fan of the Salvation Army. I'm not a big fan of Goodwill. And the reason why I'm not a big fan of both of those is because they have their auctions. So they go through and they're like, okay, take out and give them all that stuff. Whereas you have your mom and pop kind of thrift stores, they just kind of throw everything together and you're like, oh my gosh, here's a gold diamond ring, for $2 or something like that. I don't know. Have you ever find a gold diamond ring for $2? Have you ever find a copy of the Constitution in the thrift store? Let me know in the comment section below. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful eternity.